Maybe the Brooklyn Bridge.
He's got
this man will sell it to you.
He absolutely has anything you want. He is a hustler in the truest sense of the word. He'll sell you anything that you want to buy, I promise you. He'll sell you anything he wants to sell you, I promise you that too. This guy can sell ice to the Eskimos. He can sell anything to anybody. He's the hustler, Rip Rogers.
He's going against a man known as the Hitman from Chicago.
That's a testy-looking character there, the Hitman. And you say he's a very popular man in the Midwest from Chicago, I think you said?
And I honestly can't understand, but maybe we'll see. It will be an interesting match. Maybe Rip might sell him a plane ticket back.
He probably could. He's probably got 4 or 5 in those tights right now. He's probably trying to make a deal on in the back before he came out. That's probably why he was a little couple of seconds late getting out, trying to make a deal back there. It's the Hitman against Rip Rogers, first round action in the GWF Television Championship Tournament.
Rip Rogers, who claims to be an expert on basketball trivia, including the ABA, back when the Indiana Pacers were in the ABA.
Not long ago, huh?
Also a high school football coach at one time before getting into the sport of professional wrestling some 14 years ago. Talk about a veteran.
Absolutely. Rip Rogers, now for all the problems Rip Rogers has with his attitude, which are many, he does have a great body. To be in the business as long as he's been a wrestler, he absolutely looks like he just walked out of the gym. He could go in a bodybuilding tournament right now if he set his mind to it.
Well, he was Mr. Central USA and Mr. Southern Kentucky, 2 of his many bodybuilding titles.
Mr. Southern Kentucky, huh? I understand it was between him and Denny Crum. It was real close.
No, that was the one-on-one tournament the previous week.
I'm sorry. I've got to get those bodybuilding rules down. They're so complicated. He's in there against the Hitman, a very popular man from the Midwest, and there's a wrist takedown.
Now, the thing that I want to know about Rip Rogers, we've heard that the boss has ordered him to win this tournament.
Well,
who is the boss?
I know who my boss is. I don't know who his boss is. It could be anybody. Rip Rogers will do anything for $1. So that pretty much means it's nobody with more than 1. It could be anybody. Anybody who's got $1, Rip will work for you, or he'll try to.
I understand his contract calls, as he misses the shoulder block there, for him to get paid in a figure that ends in 99. I don't know why, but he does.
Unbelievable. He's probably got an 800 number, too.
How about a 900 number? You make money on those.
Good point.
That's free. He doesn't like anything that's free unless it's given to him, of course. The Hitman taking advantage of the hustler at the current time. And, well, there's something that could sell you a bill of goods. Take away something from you, too. Back and forth they go.
I can see what you're talking about, the Hitman. He is no Johnny-come-lately. He knows his way around that ring. He is taking it to the hustler, Rip Rogers, and I think Rip Rogers needs to spend just a little less time on the showroom floor and a little more time in the gym and or the ring, because the Hitman is in control here, Craig. Surprisingly, the Hitman taking the measure of Rip Rogers.
Now, what car did you rent from him?
I think it was a Tucker or an Edsel.
So that's what... Don't tell me you have that car. I don't want to be seen with you at dinner.
Well, that's mine out back. I think it's a Tucker. It looks like a Pacer. Somebody wrote Tucker on the door.
It says Tucker on the door?
Is that bad? You know, it's only $48 a day and 4 cents a mile.
And I understand that you're driving over 2 states from me. Well, let's get back into action into the ring. The Hitman with the armbar on the hustler and a handful of tights by Rip Rogers, taking the Hitman back into the corner. He sells the referee on a clean break, but then, of course, gives a return once, twice, 3 times to the Hitman. Rip Rogers, right into the throat.
All the weightlifting and body sculpting in the world will not make you a good wrestler if you know how to throw a good thumb to the throat.
Rogers going up to the top. Watch out. The Hitman down on the floor. Rogers getting ready to pounce. Being warned. There he goes off the top rope down onto the floor, right on to the Hitman with a double axe handle.
That hurts from any height, especially from a height of the top turnbuckle. Look at the turnbuckle in proportion to the floor. That's got to be about a 7 to 8 foot drop. Rogers, who stands about 6'2", had his hands above his head, so make that about a 13-foot drop from the apex of his hand to the back of the Hitman, and that hurts. I don't care who you are.
And there's the shoe salesman. 1, 2, 3. He's got his foot on the rope, and it looks like James Beard hesitated on the 3 count as he saw the foot on the rope out of the corner of his eye.
Good officiating there by James Beard, always keeping an eye out for Rip Rogers. We need 4 or 5 refs during a Rip Rogers match here, Craig, because there's so much going on. He could have business deals going on at ringside, and he could pay some guy $20 to come in and pull the tights on the Hitman. You never know. We need more officials than there are fans in the crowd here for a Rip Rogers match. We just can't do that. We wouldn't have room for the TV equipment.
Rogers, who listed his weight coming into today's action at 222.22 pounds.
Good heavens.
Now getting the best of the Hitman. Down for a count of 1, count of 2, but a kick out.
How can you get that specific on a weight? I've yet to see the scales where you could have point anything, much less .2, and then something else, another 2. How do you do that?
You mean he didn't try to sell you one?
No.
Oh, the Hitman, cross body block, 1, 2, but Rip escapes.
Barely.
Oh, from right field.
The boss would not be pleased at that, but now he will be very pleased at this as Rogers comes back with a great technical wrestling move there, a stomp on the fingers.
That's a technical wrestling move?
Well, for Rip it is. They'll sell it to you for $35. The Hitman feeling the brunt of Rip Rogers now. Hitman in the corner, kicks back at Rogers. Rogers now firing away on the Hitman. That kick had no effect on Rogers. A small package. Rogers going for the body slam. The Hitman small package rolled him up. Count of 2. Hitman sent in now. Comes back off. Sunset flip on Rogers. Can he get him over? Oh, the strain.
No, yes. There's 1, 2. But not quite enough. Rogers. Oh, not enough strength in the bodybuilder's body. But enough strength to kick out.
That's dead weight, Craig. That's dead weight he's picking up.
There he goes again. Climbing up to the top rope. Rogers looking down. The Hitman trying to get his bearings, and this time James Beard talks Rogers out of flight number 222. That's what it says right here, 222.
He's already got that label. Yeah, sure enough.
From his travel agent. The Hitman coming back at all. Rips in the grip of the ropes. Escaping. The Hitman. Uh-oh.
He tried to pull out of that one. Craig, he's down 2. Oh, almost 3. You saw Rogers hesitate coming off those ropes. He tried to avoid that clothesline by the Hitman. He couldn't, and down he went for a 2 count.
Reversal by Rogers. Gets him down. DDT. This sales call may be over. 1, 2. Ring the bell and ring the cash register. Rip Rogers gets it. Your winner, Rip Rogers. We'll wrap it up when we return.
Number 1 in everybody's heart.
Let me tell you something, Axel Rotten.
Tell me.
I've heard what you did to win that Commonwealth belt.
What did you hear that I did to win the Commonwealth belt?
Well,
Joe Pedicino.
Let's just say I heard some money changed hands and that you would do anything it takes. Now, the fans want to know what the Commonwealth belt stands for in the Global Wrestling Federation. Of course, it's England and all of the Commonwealth countries, including Canada. And I understand that you had quite a successful tour of Canada recently.
Well, let me tell you this and all these people about this cultural desert you call America. Once a colony of my country, you people speak my language. So I rule the Global Wrestling Federation. Not you, not the rest of these commoners out here. It's Axel Rotten, The British Commonwealth title is what it's all about. I don't care about your global title. I don't care what pretty boys you put in my way. But Axel Rotten will be the one and only greatest British wrestler in the Global Wrestling Federation, Joe Pedicino.
Well, there may be some others that have something to say about that. We'll be back with more.
4-man advance. Terry Garvin the first with his win over the Zebra Kid.
What a great match it was between Terry Garvin. What a change in Terry Garvin. Gone are the pink feather boas and the long curly hair. He's now a not quite crew cut, but a clean cut All-American. I'm glad to see Terry Garvin advance.
Private Terry Daniels, I think, thought he might be facing Norman, but instead Muckin Singh arrived.
Oh, what a change in the man Norman. He was really popular with the fans, the teddy bears, the Santa Claus, everything. He's gone. Muckin Singh is here, and now I think we're all the worse for that.
Chris Walker against Doug Summers, a pretty even match. Once again, a case of two big men, but Walker's chiseled body comes up on top.
Absolutely. Chris Walker, I would think, would be undefeatable in this tournament. He is one of my favorites going in. We don't know how things are going to turn out. We don't know if anybody's going to be injured or what's going to happen, but Chris Walker, a beautiful athlete. Doug Summers, a ring veteran. He's held numerous titles, but he could not hold up to Chris Walker.
And Rip Rogers hustles one away from the Hitman.
Oh, Rip Rogers could sell ice to the Eskimos. He needs to put that on his tombstone. Rip Rogers stole it from the Hitman, sold it to the Hitman. You never know how Rip Rogers gets anything he has, but he did get a victory.
When we see you next time, we will have more first-round action. For Scott Hudson, Bonnie Blackstone, and Joe Pedicino, I'm Craig Johnson. See you next time as the tournament continues here on Supercard.